Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, sis. Feel free to invite others, let them know about the live. And the way that you do that is double tapping the screen, or you can tap it several times. Assalamu alaikum, Musa. Welcome, Ahlan. Iceland gal. Thank you so much for joining. Baraka Fiki. Thank you so much for the hearts. That's going to let everybody know that we are live. Please let everybody know we are live. You have people connected to you that other people don't. So the more of you that do it, it's going to go out as the algorithm to alert others that we are live. Come in, come in. Thank you so much for joining. Alexis, Jackie, thank you so much for joining. Mary, welcome. Aslan, Ahlan. Let's see, what is that? Can't see that. Hidey, James, Arsale, Fawzizi, Big Dog, Bella, Rose. Where'd he go? Oh, I guess she left. I don't know. Oh goodness, these names are coming too fast. Either they're coming in and out, or I don't know. Hawa, Tattoo, LB. Thank you so much for joining. Come on in. Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan, welcome. All righty. I'm not going to take much of your time today. I am really speaking today to the Muslims as it relates. If you saw the title, we're going to talk about Umrah, inshallah. I don't know if you all had a chance to look at my stories or any of the posts as it relates to the Umrah. But that might be something if you're contemplating making Umrah, alhamdulillah, that you want to look at as the year is coming to an end. You know, I wanted to make sure we had a couple of packages to offer to you all, inshallah. I'll go ahead and begin with dua. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, astaghfirullah, rasulullah. So some of you may or may not know, I am Radia. I'm a world traveler, having lived in 4 countries, alhamdulillah, Allahumma barak. And one of the businesses, I have several, alhamdulillah, Allahumma barak, is as it relates to travel. And so one of the main reasons I got involved in this business, two reasons. Because this is an opportunity for me to leave a wealth legacy for my children on purpose. What do I mean by that? With this opportunity, it is the CEO, Dr. Maybe he'll become one. Anywho, Donald Bradley, may Allah guide him, Ameen, where he's purposely set up the foundation of the company that if you help 100 people, minimal. Obviously, you want to aim for more than that, because if you help more people, the more money you make, right? But if you help 100 people, men, women, families, to position themselves to help 100 people as well, that, you know, we as Muslims, you know, we're supposed to have a will and testament, right? And so this will enable you in your will to will this, the profits that you made, the commissions that you made to your beneficiary, whomever that is, right? And so that was the main purpose and the main reason that I am still here almost 3 years to date. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. I'm not there yet. So I'm looking for people who want to join me and want to be able to do the same. You know, as Muslims, we travel. It's very important to us. In fact, you know, one of the things that we're going to be held accountable for, those of us who feel that we can't practice our way of life, is that the question that's going to be asked, or, you know, as a reminder to us, was my earth not spacious? Right? Meaning we have no excuse. So if we fear that the influence of the West is too much on our family, on ourselves, we can leave. We've been given the permission to leave. We're encouraged to leave. Okay? So there's no excuse. And from Hadith, we are supposed to live in this world as a traveler, not being attached to it. You know what I mean? because inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. From Allah we came, and unto him we return. So we're only going to be here for a little while, inshallah. Thank you so much for joining, Junaid. Assalamu alaikum. Barakallahu feek. And there's someone from somewhere else. I don't know where you are. I'm on, just so you're aware, I am on multiple streams here. I am on Facebook and LinkedIn, as well as YouTube and StreamYard and TikTok. Alhamdulillah. In case some of you all don't know why you keep seeing those hearts, it's not because maybe I'm saying something that resonates with you. We're trying to let everybody know that we are live. That's what that is. We are letting people know that we are live in the place to be today, right? So, sisters, let me talk to you for a second. Especially if you're not married. Either you've never been married, you have been married before, you've been widowed before. And then, brothers, I want to make an appeal to you. If you are looking to get married, stop leaving your Muslim sisters as scrounging, where they have no skills, no way to take care of themselves. Should you all divorce or should you die? How many times, and I have to start with myself because I didn't set myself up right. I didn't know any better, right? How many times have we been married to someone who really looked out for our best interest? How many times did we get a wali that looked out for our best interest? Because if he knows that we should look at the beginning of our marriages, that we should have our future husbands to set us up, that in the event of a divorce or death, you're good, especially for the 4 months and 10 days, if in the event is death, right? What does that mean? That means, sisters, stop accepting. Brothers, stop. Again, if you're wanting for your sister what you want for yourself, because you wouldn't want your mother to be in a predicament where a brother's only going to give her Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari. What's that? How's that going to pay bills? How's that going to keep the lights on? How's that going to keep her from being homeless? We got to stop that. Stop asking for those minuscule things. And I know, brothers, you step it up, especially if you are one that is prone to wanting to marry sisters of other ethnicities, where their mahar, their dowry, their gifts start at 10K. It starts at 10K. Am I lying or am I lying? Tell me when I'm lying. It starts at 10K. And you pay it without question. You don't talk bad about the sister. Oh, sister, I can't afford that. Within my means. You brothers, if you want to marry someone of another ethnicity, you make the means. Do that across the board. Don't just do that only for some sisters and not for others. Do it for all sisters. That should be your minimum. 10K. So, sisters, I'm getting on you. Stop accepting these $500, $750, $1,000 mahar. No, these brothers have it. They have it. They have it. Trust and believe. They have it. And if they don't, they know how to get it, even if they have to borrow it from someone else. Stop accepting half of your mahar before you marry him. Stop it. No, you want it all. Delay the marriage until he has enough time to pay it. Because what if he dies? You're not going to get it. You won't have gotten it. These are your rights. You always talk about rights that we have upon each other. This is your right to this gift. Right? Yes, they do. Break their necks. Yes, they do. Kadir, you should know better. If you aren't Muslim, I'm here to tell you, you have a Muslim name, an Arabic name. Learn your deen. If you have nothing nice to say, you are to be quiet in your speech. In this case, It's typing. I don't want to see nothing else. You can leave. You ain't got to be here. Leave before I block you. Leave before I block you. Say one more thing. Say one more thing. Either you stop the typing or you leave, or you will be left and you won't ever be able to come back. Some people are relating to what I'm saying. Same as you, Mayor. We ain't doing this. I shut it down. I don't tolerate that. I'm not your passive aggressive Muslima. Okay? I told you, say one more thing. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Yes, shut it down. I ain't got time for that. I want to make sure my sisters are good. I want to make sure I'm good. I want for my sisters what I want for myself. 10K is the minimum. Of course, they hear what I'm saying, but they ain't listen. That's why they have to go. I don't do that. You all can send them the replay. How about that? Exactly. That's where I'm going with this. If you all have been paying attention to what's going on in the world, especially in the United States, hundreds, thousands of people being laid off, no forewarning. Look at the posts that I've made. AI is taking over. I got something else I'm going to share with you all about some AI. It's here. It ain't something that's coming. It's here. Many of us are using AI to help us grow our following on these social media. Are we not? Right or wrong? So it's getting to where, you know, if you don't know how to be self-sufficient, it's time to learn. It's time to learn. Junaid, I've already blocked some people on TikTok. You want me to block you too? Can you read? What is the first command? The first question, the first demand that was upon Prophet Muhammad Islam. Ikra. You haven't been. Read it. Ikra bismi rabbika. You're going to get blocked before you even have a chance to get any ticket. You have to follow my rules or you disqualify. Period. I don't know who you're used to dealing with, but you don't know me. Okay. I see many have joined. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't know the rules of how to engage or to invite, because I am on the road to 10K, inshallah. You know, if nobody else can help a sister out with paying her bills, keeping her off, her and her family off the street, I want TikTok to pay my bills. Okay. And so the way you can help, if you don't want to give a sadaqah, if you don't want to give a sadaqah, this is what you do. You tap that screen if you're on TikTok, because that's going to put some energy out into the algorithm to let them know we are live and that maybe they might want to join in on this conversation. That's one way. Follow me. Again, I'm trying to get to 10K. 10K is going to have, you ain't got to worry about money coming out your pocket. They'll pay me. There's proof of it. There's many people that are viral. There's many people that are influencers. There's many people that are content creators that are making 10K in terms of money. They have a 10K following or more, and or they're making 10K a month minimum because of TikTok. I want it all. Which of the favors of my Lord will I deny? None. Not one. So when I ask for the hearts, there's a reason. I want 10K. I want the following. This is the only time in which, you know, I concern myself with the following, because I got bills to pay, and those who know me know and have been following me for years. I have people who've been following me for years. Look, Sultan, don't let me call you out. You will get blocked as well. Do it again. I'm not inviting anybody to talk to me. This is not Clubhouse. I do that for Clubhouse. And when things are slow on, depending on the topic that I'm talking about, I will ask you if you would like to come on live with me. If I haven't invited you, leave alone that which does not concern you. Okay? Thank you so much for the likes and follows and the shares. Keep it going, please. Inshallah. Yeah, this niqabi, I don't play. I'm not your meek and mild niqabi. I enjoin good and I forbid evil. I'm gonna shut it down. You ain't gonna disrespect me or anybody, whether they're Muslim or they're not. Alhamdulillah, I got the ability to shut you down. Well, if I ain't seen anything, you can get out. I don't know what you mean by that, but if it's something, negative, you can go. Disrespect. You might can see some of those comments if you scroll up. I'm on live on several platforms right now, in case you don't know. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard. I'm on TikTok. So it's coming at me from different directions. They know who I'm talking to. They know what I'm talking about. Okay? So no disrespect to Allah or us as Muslims. I'm not having it. You got to go. I don't like that comment. JR. I don't like that. Wa alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. Naam. Thank you, Brother Michael. Alhamdulillah. All right. Okay. So get back on track here with regards to Umrah, with regards to marriage for our sisters. How many times, whether the sister is widowed or divorced, because she didn't know her deen well enough to set herself up for not having a failed situation beyond the marriage, or she didn't, no one bothered to tell her, right? How many times have we seen these GoFundMes, these launch goods? Because a sister is homeless or facing an eviction or can't pay a bill. How many times have we seen this? How many times have we contributed? How many times have we been there? Right? We're trying to prevent that. If we supported one another in our business and in our endeavors, that wouldn't happen anyway. Let's say that first. But no. How many times many people know me for, there's not too much of anything I don't do. If I ain't got a product, I got a service, right? So they'll hear something from me, rather than buying it from me, they're going to go somewhere else and buy it, right? We got to stop that. How can we all get ahead? How can we all be supportive to one another? How can we enjoin good and forbid evil if we're not supporting one another? I mean, why at? We're gonna be questioned about this. Where did you spend your money? How did you spend your money? Above that, we know the first thing is in regards to our prayer. But I'm talking about our etiquette, our habits, right? So this is why, for me, as it relates to this business of travel, we all are doing it. Even if we're just taking a field trip. I had met, alhamdulillah, since, I've met these individuals, Allah's blessed them to be able to travel, right? But I had met at one at different times in my life. I met people who never left their home state. I couldn't understand that. I've been a child. My parents had put the love of travel in me from an early age. I was 2 years old. I might have even been younger than that when we, traveled, but my fondest memory is two. And it's the bugs that's in me, it's been in me ever since. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barak. And so when people would tell me that they hadn't ever left their home state, for those that are in the US, I couldn't. It just, I'm like scratching my head. I'm looking at them like they had two heads, because travel opens up your worldview. Travel is how this deen was spread. Travel, goods and services, how we know what we are made of different tribes and nations. And how do we come to know one another except to do business with one another, travel with one another, right? Live with one another through travel. Okay. So, many of us, we use Shake Google. We use Google. And Google wasn't even designed to be the search engine that we've made it. That's not what the purpose and function of Google was. But yet, travel is the number one word that is searched on there and other search engines. Do you know that it is a 9 trillion, with a T as in Tom, business industry? When we had COVID, people still traveled. They had in their mindset, like I did, because I Allah prepared my family and I. This is why we could laugh at the behavior, not people dying from it, but the behavior of those who were fighting over toilet tissue, paper towel. You had the wrong. Whoo! It baffled us. Allah prepared us through the Thawra, the Arab Spring, what you all call the Arab Spring, and Raba Adawiya, the massacre. And he prepared us for COVID, for rules and regulations of a country or several countries. We had it lucky. We had it lucky with COVID. We weren't deprived of the internet, right? We weren't deprived of the internet. And that is why people were still able to travel, even during COVID. So people were still making money during COVID, because there were other countries that we've been through far worse than COVID. That ain't going to shut us down. We ain't letting that shut us down. People got to eat. People got to make money. They didn't let it shut them down. So people still traveled. Only the US, minimal travel restrictions, right? So we all do it. So if you're going to do it, we're saying position yourself as an owner, a business owner, where you can have tax benefits and cutoffs and many expenditures, right? To be able to position yourself so that rather than you paying taxes, you don't have to pay taxes anymore, or it's minimal, because you have given yourself the status of a business, and you're doing everything through your business. Exactly. Travel is is the gateway to coming together. Absolutely. I'm known all over the world because of and this is before the internet, because of travel. I know not one stranger. What did I mean by that? That's a whole story, but it's funny. It's quite funny. But I guess, I have a ADHD, and, like when they said the mandate and they were like, stay in your homes, I was like, I'm at least going out my door. I'm going out on my balcony. I'm going out on the, no, you can't tell me I can't go outside. Uh-uh. My mind was already like, forget that. I've lived through, like I said, Thoro and Brother Adawiyah. Come on now. So, you know, I've positioned myself, alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik, to where I can not only save on travel, because that's the main reason we use Google, right? So we can book our own flights and save on, quote unquote, save on travel. But let me tell you, every time you do that, some of this money is going in somebody's pocket and you don't even know who it is. Let me tell you about that. I think many of us know. There are those of us who have made a point, a conscious effort to not support certain businesses because of their practices in supporting the genocide of what's taking place, right? But yet you don't think about that when you want to book a trip. Somebody's making this money. Somebody's making a commission off of you just because you don't maybe get on the phone with somebody, or you're not dealing specifically to a particular airline. Somebody's making the money. User, you can leave. You can leave. Like I said, I shut it down. This is my page, not yours. You can have all of your freedoms on your page, not on mine, not on my watch. You got one more time and you out. How about that? You don't like what I'm saying? You can leave. You ain't got to stay. Okay. I mean, to your dua, brother. Barakallahu. But anyway, back to travel. Position yourself so that you make the money off the trips that you book, off of the umrah you make. Many of us, we can't afford Hajj. Some of us can't even afford umrah, right? So I'm saying, position yourself, become a business partner of mine. We're gonna be business partners. You eat, I eat. Okay, meaning I'm gonna help you so you can eat, and by helping you to eat, I'm gonna eat too. I can't achieve my goals if I don't help you. I have several business partners. In fact, I have a room scheduled tomorrow here. I don't know. I'm still learning TikTok. So if you all can RSVP to come back at 10 o'clock tomorrow, come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And or if you want to come inside of Clubhouse, because we're going to be on Clubhouse as well, for sure. I know you can RSVP to that. So and that's my love, because this way I'm able to actually talk to people. They're able to talk back to me in real time. So, but I said, you know what? I'm going to, Allah has given me devices. He's given me different outlets on social media. I'm going to take advantage of all of them. And anytime I want to go live, I'm going to be live on everything. This way I don't have to download one to upload to another like this, too much work. Right now this is a one woman show, so I got to do the best I can, inshallah. So position yourself to be a travel business owner. Create packages, not just Umrah. Maybe you want to go on a cruise. Maybe, there's, my mother always talked about, and I pray Allah we're able to do it before Allah takes her soul. May Allah guide her. Driving from one part of the West, the U.S. to the other part of the U.S., going straight across. Then maybe we'll go from the highest point in North America and in America, U.S. to the lowest point in America. I don't know, but she said across. So yeah, and the way in which she was talking about doing that was a drive. I don't know that we'll do that, but if we do that, I pray Allah we do something like an RV, inshallah. But if not, we can take a train ride all the way through, from one end to the other. I did it, I didn't start out the furthest point to the east, but I started out in, I did it from Chicago to California, and it was beautiful, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Maybe that's something you want to do. Um, you want to show your family, one way in which, our worldview is expanded, aside from getting to know someone, is reading books, and then of course food and travel. These are all ways that we get to know people and their food and their customs, right? And so maybe you might want to take a private plane, a private, get a yacht, or a limousine. These things that are, luxurious. You can do that and get money. Wafikum barakallah, and get money back. How many times do we plan trips and go on vacations where I'm not doing that, brother. I ain't got it like that. That's why it's a contest. I'm getting there. Just hang tight, inshallah. But I won't say it's a contest, but a giveaway. That'll be how. if maybe you be the recipient. Allahu Alam, right? Inshallah. But position yourself to get commissions. So how many times do we go on vacation where, maybe we can only afford to go once a year, right? And the most that we can stay is a week, 2 weeks. So we're saying not only save money on whatever you're doing as it relates to the travel and the excursions and things of this nature, but we're saying come back to money. The money that you spent, a portion of that being put back into your pocket, right? Money being put back into your pocket because you position yourself as a travel business owner versus a consumer. The average Muslim family has at least 6 children, right or right. And so with today's economy, that's very expensive. We're talking about whatever mode of transportation you're going to take for your travel. We're talking about somewhere to stay, the food. Maybe you might want to get some gifts, some souvenirs or something, right? That's a lot of money. And so I'm saying, the person who's been living from paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul, they're wanting to be able to have a vacation, be stress-free, right? But they can't even be stress-free because they're already thinking, oh my God, when I get back, I got to go to work. We're spending so much money. I'm going to be broke by the time we get back. No. So we're saying you can position yourself to where you, depending on, of course, how long your trip is, to where you're getting money while you're on your vacation, or by the time you come back from your vacation, by becoming a travel business owner. Okay. So the other thing is, like I said, sisters, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of brothers that want to take care of us, that don't want for us what they want for themselves or for their own mothers or sisters or what have you, right? So it's up to us. If it's to be, it's up to me. It should be your motto in making sure you and your family are good after Allah takes your soul, right? So this is what I'm saying. Become a Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria in the house. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. So, the link is in the bio if you want to know more about becoming a travel business owner, inshallah. So now I'm going to get into Umrah. And so, we put together a couple of packages, and we based that on, or I based it on, the travel times as it relates to the fall and winter break, right? Because this is when, like, if you want to travel with your family, your children, they're more than likely to be out of school. Though we know that even in the state of Georgia, where I am currently, not every school, with the exception of the fall break, and maybe the winter break, um, everybody's not out at the same time. Some get out earlier than others, or some are out longer than others, right? So you those dates, you can change them, and the base of those dates start at 2,600 per person, and we do require a $500 minimum deposit. It's non-refundable, so make sure that that's what you want to do, because once the money hits the account, I'm not giving it back. I'm not giving it back. Sorry, not sorry. So no, this program is not for females only. Please read my flyer. I do have. I'll go into that, but the flyer is, and I even typed out the instructions under the flyer as far as the rules. It says brother or sister. Okay. So I'm not here to talk about. You all are asking random questions. I'm not here to talk about that. If you look, I am talking about Umrah Giveaway. Nothing else. Okay. Um, so thank you so much, Isaac, for joining. Welcome. I see others have joined. Thank you so much, and welcome. I am on the road, inshallah, to 10K. So do me a favor and tap that screen so that hearts can be emitted, so that others who don't know about me or don't know about this space that we have here on TikTok and the other platforms, that they're aware. Share the link. There is, the arrow where you can share, the typical way of sharing. Um, you can also follow me. Like I said, if you're not gonna help us to pay her bills, yeah, the video is for everybody. But I'm, as it relates to the topic at hand, I'm only speaking about Umrah and the Umrah giveaway, but as it relates to travel, that is applicable to everyone. So, I've spoken on that, quite extensively already. And I know you just joined. And thank you so much for joining. Um, so, anywho, um, as it relates to Umrah, that can be done anytime, as we know. If you don't, you want to go sooner rather than later, that's fine. If you're ready to plan something for next year, that's fine as well. But, you know, I went on ahead and just, made something so that you have something to look at and reference. Inshallah, I know what you get with the packaging, which would be hotel and flight accommodations. The hotel will give you breakfast every day, a continental breakfast, um, uh, transportation to and from the airport. Um, I'm thinking off the top of my head because I don't have my flyer in front of me, but I believe that's the base of everything. So if you want anything more than that, as it relates to any excursions or, um, you know, there's some other things that you want to add on. Of course, the more that you add on, the more money you're going to pay. Um, and so the prices, I can't guarantee the price because it's based on first come, first serve. And so, until that deposit is made, I can't guarantee your rate. And, and then if you're going to change the dates, it's likely that it'll cost more. It might be the same, but it's possible that it will cost more. So, okay, great. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for the follow. And thank you so much for those of you who have just joined. If you are not following me, I am on the road to 10K. I would appreciate the follow, inshallah. And so, what else do I want to say? So there's that, just the base of Umrah. And, like I said, talking about travel, maybe you've already done Umrah, maybe there's something else you want to do. Maybe you've got a family reunion, a class reunion. Maybe you want to do a girls trip. Maybe you want to do a guys trip. Maybe you want to plan a retreat. I got you. a destination wedding, I got you. Whatever it is, I'm saying it would be better for you in the long run if you joined me as a business partner, join the same opportunity that I'm a part of, so that you get some commissions off of whatever it is that you're looking to do down the road, inshallah. So I'm always looking for those that would be willing to partner with me, inshallah. Um, but as it relates to the giveaway, I've wanted to position myself and my company to be able to gift one brother or sister who's never made Hajj or Umrah, right? With the full ride. Okay. Now, if you're somewhere other than JFK in the US, um, you need to get there. However, you're gonna get there. If you want to book a ticket with me, or however you choose to do it, so that you're at JFK at the time that you need to leave, so that you can make your Umrah from JFK to Jeddah, and Jeddah back to JFK. That's what I'm covering. And this is for someone who is a US citizen, someone who is a Canadian citizen, or someone from the UK. Those are the three different countries that a person can possibly qualify for this gift, inshallah. So we want someone who's never had an opportunity to go to Umrah or Hajj. And so basically, for those that are following me, the page you need to follow on Instagram is called Exquisite Travel Deals. Okay. And so if you're opting to use, I'm going to keep on with that as the example. If you want to use that as the example, what I need you to do is to like the original post that I have made. I have it here. I have it also in Facebook, but you could do that, but I'm only going to be specifically looking at the activity in Instagram and TikTok. So the page on Instagram is Exquisite Travel Deals. And the page on TikTok, if you're a TikToker or willing to come to TikTok, is called Multiple Income Strategist. Okay. Radia Hutchin 1. That's what the actual profile link is. So anyway, like the post, the original post. You can also like the reel, but you're going to upload to your social media, to your stories, both the flyer as well as the reel. And you're going to tag me. So what does that look like in regards to Instagram? You're going to tag Exquisite Travel Deals. In the comments, we want you to tell us why you should be picked, why you should be nominated, why you should be gifted with the Umrah trip. Or you can use it to nominate someone else, and you tell us why they should be nominated. And you have to tag 3 people, only 3. You tag more than 3, I'm disqualifying you. I'm disqualifying you, period. Everything is exactly how I want it to go, inshallah bi'thnillah. So that is you have to be 18 years of age or older at the time of travel. Now if it's a sister who winds up winning, obviously you can't travel by yourself. You're either going to need to travel with a mahram or with a group. So your Umrah may not be this year, or maybe for the Umrah trips that I have planned for both November and December, if there are families that are going, maybe you can travel with them so that you're not by yourself. But you cannot go by yourself. And I can't afford to pay for your mahram too. So you would need to pay for your mahram. If you're going to have a mahram, you would need to pay for your mahram to go with you. In the case of brothers, we know you can just go at any time. No problem. Lay mushkila, right? So what else? Because I'm not looking at, let me see, maybe I could look at it on here. Let's see. I want to make sure I covered everything. Where's my stuff? I wasn't expected to look at my phone actually. I thought I had everything memorized, but I just want to make sure I've covered everything. Everyone is clear, so no one has questions. Sister, I just came in alive. Read the post. um, let me see. Okay, here we go. Let me go to. No, let me. Ooh, it'd be better for me to read it on Facebook, actually. Let's go to Facebook. Let's see if I can. Ooh, yes. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, I see how that's working. I was like, it shows me live twice. I'm like, what? Okay, here we go. Oh, don't tell me I didn't actually make. Oh, wow. I didn't put the flyer there. I have to do that. Ah, okay. Let me go here. Let's try this place. I just want to make sure I'm able to read it specifically. Ah, ooh, I can't go there either. The actual flyer is on this phone. That's the problem. Um, hmm, let's see. Oh, I'm that'd be too much of trouble trying to read it. But yeah, so that is the giveaway. The way that the winner will be determined is by drawing. Um, and the date in which we are going to make the announcement will be October 16th. I haven't decided on what time, but we will go live on Instagram for sure and TikTok. I may just do it like this, so that I'm covering everything, but for sure on those two social media outlets, inshallah. So if you know of someone that has never been to Umrah or Hajj, um, you know, like I said, list why you're nominating them and tag them, and and then they too have to do the same thing. So everybody has to do the same thing. You're posting the flyer, posting the reel, tagging exquisite travel deals in your post. And you could do that. You can, if you're going to use TikTok, you're going to tag multiple income strategists or Radio One, whatever it is, however you can tag uh, from TikTok. So that way I will know, I'll be able to see who tagged me and, be able to make a note of who it was. You're going to like the original post and the flyer, I mean, the reel, the post meaning the flyer and the reel. You're going, or you could just, like one or the other, whichever one you choose. You're going to comment why you feel you should be the recipient. You're going to tag 3 people as well. So it ain't all about you. You got to be able to let other people know about it as well. So that's that's what I would like to be able to do as my gift to someone who's never been to Umrah or Hajj. And uh, that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you all for today. If you haven't seen the flyer or the reel, it is, like I said, it's as a post in all my social media. And I have purposely made sure I put it in my stories. So go ahead. I talk about both, the Umrah as well as the Umrah giveaway. And so that way you can hear precisely, in case I missed anything, what who qualifies and what the rules are. Inshallah. I see others have joined. Thank you so much for joining. If you are interested in our presentation, learning more about the possibilities of becoming a travel business owner, we have an actual full presentation that we do. I can share that with you. Just be sure to DM me that you're interested in becoming a travel business owner, and things of that nature. And be specific to that. Don't just say interested. Don't be like interested in what. So be specific in what you say, if you decide you want to DM me. Um, it is a multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales opportunity. And for those of you who may feel like you don't know how to, you're not good at sales, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna tell you you're lying. You're lying to me. You're lying to yourself. How do I know that? Because we wouldn't know about social media if somebody didn't tell us about it, right? That's sales. You go on a trip, you read a book, you have a good meal at a restaurant, or you find a good recipe. What do? You tell somebody about it. We go as far as going live, taking pictures, the whole nine. No one asked us to do it. We just do it because you had such an amazing time. It was amazing food, right? That's advertising. Word of mouth advertising, the oldest form of advertising, the best form of advertising. So we're saying position yourself to get paid for what you've been doing and sharing, right? That's what we're saying. Get, be about the money. If you're really about the money, you will position yourself to get money, right? I hear noises. I don't know what that means. Oh, a heart. I see a heart. Thank you so much for the heart. And I think I see a rose. Somebody gave me a rose. Thank you. Barakallahu fikum. Yeah, so that's what we're saying. Position yourself to leave something for your offspring. We don't want to leave behind debt. We don't leave you know, we don't want our children to feel like overwhelmed because we've left a mountain of debt for them to settle for us, right? We don't want that, or we shouldn't want that. You know, um, we should want to be able to have money, for what if there are some debts that we have a system, meaning, a residual opportunity, such as what I'm presenting, to where this money's going to come every month, as long as you pay a minimum of $65 a month. That's all you got to pay to keep it coming. What is $65 if you're getting several thousands, if not millions of dollars, right? So that's all that they have to do. That's all they got to do. Just keep up the minimum payments every month, and they'll have access to thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars every month. And then they can take that money. If there is debt, they can take that money and pay off the debt. We ain't got to see no more GoFundMe's. We ain't got to see no more launch goods. We ain't got to, be done with that. Because the way in which the society should run, if in the event of death, is that the ummah is to take care of the person and or that family that lost the loved one. I know, you just arrived. So we're talking about Umrah and my Umrah giveaway, travel, becoming a business partner with me, inshallah, in the travel space, so that you can save money on your travels, your excursions. Some of us, we like to go to plays. We like to go to theme parks. We like to go to botanical gardens. We like to camp. We like to, go sightseeing. This is commission based. Everything is commissionable. And so we're saying, put some money in your pocket, by becoming a travel business owner, a partner with us. And if that is of interest to you, I can share with you our presentation or we can have a side conversation. Just DM me, inshallah. So that's what I've been sharing. If you are not following me, I would love to follow. I am trying to get to 10K as quick as I possibly can. If I could do it the way that Kylie did it, that'd be all I'd be good. In case of those of you who don't know who that is, she is a content creator that Allah blessed to acquire 42,000 followers in 11 days. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. So um, I don't know that I'll get up to that, but that would be nice, inshallah. And you all can help with the spread of all, for those of us that are trying to grow our following. Oh, I hate when they do this. You can help those of us that are trying to grow our following. Whenever we're live, you just tap the screen, you'll see all these hearts that come out, and that is for the algorithm so that people who come onto the app, they know that we're live. Another way that, the good old fashioned way, that arrow at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much. Barakallahu feekum. The arrow at the bottom of the screen lets others know that we're live. You're sharing it directly to someone that you know. And as it relates to any content that we put out, we need you to like it, to repost it, share it, save it to your favorites, and comment. No emojis and tags, unless you're tagging someone so that they can see it and, like this. But no, the emojis and the hashtags don't count as engagement, unfortunately. They want you to type, say something. My thing is, say some words of encouragement, or you could state, if whatever I've stated or shared is you don't agree, you could say that if you want. Feel free to say that. If you want to ask a question, make a suggestion, I'm open. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Just be respectful. Because otherwise, if I don't like what's being said, I'm blocking you. I always try to warn people before I do it. It gives you a chance to save your face. To have some composure about yourself, or for you to realize I'm not having it. So that you get to know me better, that I shut it down. Anything negative, disrespectful, I shut it down. Okay. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna report you. Whatever I gotta do. Depends on how I feel about what you said, or how you responded to what I said, like that. So that is all I have for you today. I have many of you all. It's funny, some of you all. Because I have so many other pages on TikTok, maybe you're not aware of that. And so when you, for those of you, some of you are very aggressive with whatever your intention is for why you're on TikTok, be it to get other business partners or to find a wife, whatever, or a product, just, you don't waste no time. You waste no time. And so very aggressive though. I've had to tell people more than once, even though I already spelled it out for you, I already said, I already know about that. I'm not interested, or I'm not interested, and you are very persistent. And I depending on how it goes, especially if you're a man and I don't like it, you got to go. I can't, can't go there with you. I'm not going to go there with you. So, but that's it. I do see others have joined. Thank you so much for joining. Again, I am trying to get this account up to 10K as well as my other ones. Feel free to follow me on those as well. I do have on my other channel, if you want to buy some products from me, on my other channel on Pad Specialist, Radio One. I have a TikTok shop there. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. I just became qualified to be a part of that. So, almost every day I'm adding something to that. So feel free to constantly browse. Um, you know, and I think I may go live again on that page. I was on there earlier. Um, I'm doing a series for those of you that might be interested. I'm doing a series on self care, and we're talking about pain. Why? Because as it relates to my spa business, I have a mobile spa that I do. And many people know me for doing cupping or hijama, and among other things, but that's what most people know me for. And or childbirth education, depending on what part of my life you knew me from. And I do some coaching as it relates to holistic prophetic medicine and the application of it. So, anywho, so I'll probably, if I can, I do have to speak with a client, but inshallah. But aside from that, I think I'm going to go live again on there only because there's, I want to bring it home, with what I've been talking about as it relates to black seed oil, Bionato's black seed oil. So I've got a number of videos there that I've, talked quite a bit about it. Or you can look, to join that page, and, wait to hear, what we're going to talk about there, inshallah, later on. I'm praying that I'll be able to do that. Like I said, I got to speak to a client, and you never know, depending on what's going on with that client, how long that conversation is going to be, that consultation. So, and she and I have never dealt with one another before. So usually those first phone calls are pretty lengthy. And I've got some other things that I need to do as well. So inshallah, we'll see. Somebody gave me something else. I heard something else. I don't know what it was, but thank you. I'm still learning what things are. Thank you so much. And so again, in the morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. Yeah, on this channel. I will be live on this channel at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's already on the books. And I will also be live again on my other channel, Pad Specialist, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to go there first and then hop on here. Both will be different subjects I'll be talking about. So, that's already on the books as well. Feel free to RSVP. If you would like to be able to possibly speak, you are welcome to join us. We're also, inshallah, going to be on Clubhouse. That's initially where it's going to be. And so that way there will be a time where you can raise your hand and come on stage and actually speak, if that's something that you desire to do, as long as you're respectful, of course. So, yeah, two different subjects that we'll be talking about tomorrow. And then, like I said, I've got some things that I need to share on the other page later on today, inshallah. So I want to thank everybody who has joined. If you have not followed me, again, I am trying to get to 10K. You're sharing my content, liking, reposting, resharing, will be very helpful. In any commentary, those are the things that help people to go viral. And so that is, I don't necessarily have to go viral, but like I said, my minimum is 10K on across all of the social media that I have. Minimum is 10K, because at least I know I can't speak for any other outside of TikTok. TikTok is very deliberate and intentional that if you get to 10K, they will pay you for your engagement moving forward. So that's the goal, inshallah. So feel free to follow me here. And then, like I said, I have Pad Specialist, and I have other ones as well. There's Radia's Real Talk, Radia's Reflective Poetry, Reading with Radia. Yeah, there's 6 of them. Is that 5 or 6? Oh, goodness gracious. But thank you all so much for joining. And I hope, you all will continue to, come to my lives and I hope something that I said was of benefit to you. I'm gonna, let's see, I've exceeded the time. They're not gonna let me keep this. I won't be able to keep it, to upload it. But there'll be some highlights, so I'll maybe look to upload some of those highlights, inshallah. Um, but I will be keeping the live. The live is on Facebook. Oh gosh. Oh, I need to look up here. No, I can look there too. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and StreamYard. So it's already on all of those platforms, once we shut this one down, inshallah. So I will close with dua. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk la ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minadh dhalimin. Basically, what I have said, for those of you unfamiliar, in the language of Arabic, the language of Jannah, inshallah, is glory, and all glory and praise be to Allah. There's no might, no power except in Him or from Him, and that I bear. That anything that I have said that was of good is from Him. Anything that I've said of bad is either from myself or the shaitan, and I seek refuge in Allah from that. And that's pretty much it. But again, thank you so much for joining. Barakallahu fikum for the Muslims. And as I always say, be resilient, inshallah, and have a good rest of your day, afternoon, or morning, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And don't forget to follow, like, share, repost, all of that, with regards to anything you see that you like, that resonates with you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.